The air in the modern news studio crackled with anticipation. Images of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and former U.S. President Donald Trump flashed across the screen. Zelensky, known for his wartime leadership, had arrived in Washington on February 28, 2025. His mission was simple: to secure continued U.S. support for Ukraine amidst ongoing tensions with Russia. Zelensky's visit was highly anticipated. The Ukrainian president aimed to solidify the partnership between the two nations. He believed a strong alliance with the U.S. was crucial for Ukraine's future. What followed, however, was a series of unexpected events that would reshape the geopolitical landscape. The meeting began cordially enough, with the usual diplomatic pleasantries. However, the tone shifted quickly. Trump, known for his unpredictable nature, steered the conversation towards a topic that took Zelensky aback: compensation for U.S. aid.
The U.S. has provided significant aid to Ukraine. I believe that Ukraine should reciprocate in a tangible way.
The former U.S. president specifically pointed to Ukraine's vast mineral wealth as a potential source of repayment. The room grew tense as Zelensky listened to Trump's demands. The Ukrainian president, while understanding the importance of U.S. support, was taken aback by the proposition. He had come seeking solidarity, not engaging in a transactional negotiation over Ukraine's natural resources. Ukraine has made immense sacrifices. We are defending democracy on Europe's doorstep, and the human cost is staggering. We seek a partnership based on shared values and strategic interests, not a handout. Despite the unexpected turn of events, the world watched as Ukraine faced unprecedented challenges. Zelensky remained steadfast in his resolve, embodying the spirit of a nation that refuses to bow down. He reiterated Ukraine's unwavering commitment to democracy, emphasizing the importance of freedom and self-determination, and its crucial role as a bulwark against Russian aggression, standing as a frontline defender of democratic values. He appealed to the U.S. own storied history as a champion of freedom, drawing parallels between the struggles of the past and the present, and urged them to stand by Ukraine in its hour of need, calling for solidarity and support from the international community. We need continued dialogue and cooperation, not just for Ukraine but for the stability of the entire region. I'm willing to discuss fair and mutually beneficial arrangements regarding Ukraine's resources, ensuring that our partnerships are built on trust and mutual respect. But any such discussion should occur within the framework of a strong and respectful partnership, recognizing the sovereignty and integrity of Ukraine. Zelensky acknowledged the need for continued dialogue and cooperation, highlighting the importance of international alliances, expressing his willingness to discuss fair and mutually beneficial arrangements regarding Ukraine's resources, while ensuring that these discussions are grounded in mutual respect, while stressing that these discussions should occur within the framework of a strong and respectful partnership, one that honors the principles of democracy and sovereignty. In his closing remarks, Zelensky called for unity and resilience, urging the world to stand together in the face of adversity. He reminded everyone that the fight for freedom and democracy is a shared responsibility, one that requires collective effort and unwavering determination. As the world watches, Zelensky's call for solidarity resonates, reminding us all of the power of unity and the enduring strength of the human spirit.
The meeting between Zelensky and Trump sent shockwaves through the international community.
Analysts and experts were quick to point out the significance of U.S. military aid for Ukraine's defense strategy.
They argued that diminishing U.S. support could embolden Russia and undermine regional stability.
The situation also exposed the deep partisan divide within the U.S. regarding its role in the conflict.
While some voiced support for continued aid to Ukraine, others questioned the extent of U.S. involvement.
This internal debate further complicated the situation and left Ukraine's future uncertain. Section 6. A transatlantic alliance, Europe steps up. In recent times, Europe has found itself at a pivotal moment in history, as it navigates the complexities of international alliances and regional stability. In the wake of the meeting, Zelensky embarked on a whirlwind tour of European capitals, seeking to shore up support for Ukraine. His mission was clear: to rally the European nations in a unified front against aggression and to secure the necessary aid for his embattled country. His first stop was London, where he met with UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. The visit was highly anticipated, as the UK has been one of the staunchest supporters of Ukraine since the onset of the conflict. Prime Minister Starmer, your unwavering support means a great deal to the people of Ukraine. Your commitment to our cause is a beacon of hope in these challenging times. Starmer, known for his unwavering support of Ukraine, offered strong words of solidarity. He emphasized the importance of standing together against tyranny and underscored the UK's dedication to the principles of freedom and democracy. He reaffirmed the UK's commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. This commitment was not just in words but was backed by concrete actions and policies aimed at providing substantial support. He pledged continued military and humanitarian aid, ensuring that Ukraine would have the resources needed to defend itself and care for its citizens. The aid included advanced military equipment, medical supplies, and essential humanitarian assistance, and called on other European nations to follow suit. Starmer's call to action resonated across the continent, urging European leaders to step up their efforts and contribute to the collective defense of Ukraine. The UK's strong stance sent a clear message. Europe was prepared to step up its support for Ukraine, even if the United States wavered. This moment marked a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape, highlighting Europe's growing role in global affairs and its commitment to upholding international law and order. Section 7. Navigating a new geopolitical landscape. Zelensky's European tour took him to several other capitals, where he received similar expressions of support. The message was clear: the international community recognized the importance of a stable and independent Ukraine.
However, the potential for reduced U.S. aid forced European leaders to confront a new geopolitical reality. European nations began exploring ways to increase their own contributions to Ukraine's defense.
Discussions about joint military exercises, increased intelligence sharing, and potential arms sales gained momentum. The situation underscored the need for a more unified European security strategy, one that could respond effectively to the challenges posed by Russia. Section 8. The importance of international unity. Zelensky's visit to the United States and his subsequent European tour highlighted the critical importance of international unity in supporting Ukraine.
The situation demonstrated that a united front was essential to deterring further Russian aggression and maintaining regional stability. The events also underscored the need for continued dialogue and diplomacy.
While disagreements and differing perspectives were inevitable, open communication and a willingness to find common ground remained crucial for resolving the conflict and ensuring a peaceful future for Ukraine. Section 9. A future uncertain. As Zelensky returned to Ukraine, the future of his country remained uncertain. The weight of the nation's expectations rested heavily on his shoulders. The people of Ukraine looked to him for leadership, for hope, and for a path forward amidst the chaos. The meeting with Trump had exposed the fragility of U.S. support, highlighting the delicate balance of international alliances. Zelensky knew that the support of the United States was crucial, yet it was not guaranteed. The political landscape in Washington was ever-changing, and Ukraine's fate seemed to hang in the balance. Meanwhile, the European response offered a glimmer of hope. European leaders expressed solidarity with Ukraine, pledging support and assistance. However, words needed to be backed by actions. The European Union's commitment would be tested in the days and months to come. The situation remained fluid, with the potential for both escalation and de-escalation. Military presence at the borders was a constant reminder of the looming threat. Diplomatic discussions were ongoing, but the outcome was far from certain. The stakes were high, and every decision carried significant consequences. One thing was clear: the international community had a responsibility to stand by Ukraine. The principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the right of a nation to determine its own destiny were at stake. The world was watching closely, and the actions of global leaders would be scrutinized. The principles of sovereignty, territorial integrity, and the right of a nation to determine its own destiny were at stake. The world was watching, and the decisions made in the coming months would have far-reaching consequences for Ukraine and the broader international order. The Ukrainian people, waving their flags and holding protests, demonstrated their unwavering spirit and determination. The decisions made in the coming months would have far-reaching consequences for Ukraine and the broader international order. The international community's response would shape the future of not just Ukraine, but the entire region. The world held its breath, waiting to see what the next chapter in this unfolding drama would bring.